Devin Duvernay to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
He's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They pitch it to him. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Beck. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Here's Beck. Hauled in again, it's McBride. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. This is going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Well, they certainly needed to make some adjustments from last week, Brock. But one thing they didn't need to adjust, they just needed to emphasize again, was his involvement.
And as good as he was in that game, Kate, couldn't get the win, so you know what he wants. More.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's a give to Love. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. That's going to give Arizona the 1st. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. Now, you want to get that century mark.
Yeah.
That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
From the red zone on 1st. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Second down now, it's back. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
From the gun, Love gets it. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. The kick by Ryland is good. And the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that's going to be a Lions first down.
Put up a performance like he did on the ground a week ago, you grab the attention right away of your opponent. You know they had watched those runs from a week ago. They were dialed in on him, still couldn't slow him down.
That's Gibbs in the backfield on first. And after that last play, already above 500 rushing yards for the season. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another one for Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
It is almost picked off. He had the interception, but he couldn't hang on. It will, though, still bring up 4th down. The Lions ready for the punt. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Straight ahead this time with Love. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. You know, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
On the give, here's Love. That play's going to be cut down after a gain of 2, and that's going to make it 1st down Cardinals.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st down now, ball at the 33. The snap to Beck. He's brought down. They got him at the 25. Aiden Hutchinson. Had 2 sacks a week ago. Now his first one here today.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Jack Campbell at the INT.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Working on 2nd down. Goff. Connection made. He's inside the 15. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Jahmyr Gibbs. 1st and goal, Detroit.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. All set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. They'll run. Pacheco. So much for finishing things on the ground. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line. In the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Good luck defending that short yardage slate. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and goal now. Can they find that final yard? Going power with a big tight end. And this is going to end behind a line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. They'll go for it. Goff. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Love now, up the middle. Breaking through the 15, into the 2nd level. And he's all the way up to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Handoff now to Love. He finds some space again. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. Big hitter on 1st down. 40 yards. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Second down, here's the snap to Beck. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Throw right side, caught by Wilson. A little excitement on that completion, but in the end, not able to challenge for the 1st down. It's 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Back to the air. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Yeah, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
So you look up run blitz by a linebacker, and that is in the dictionary right there.
And there it is. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Here's Gall. Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. And it's Joey Bosa. And that is their first in this game after they had 3 in last week's defeat.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Now the Lions calling the timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Goff back to throw. This is a heater going deep. He's got it deep downfield. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Back. Completed to his running back. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that is good for Cardinals first down. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from State Farm Stadium after this.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They'll run it here with Love. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
That throwing. Hits his running back. He's going to be forced out there. Play gains about 7. That's going to give Arizona the first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Run play. Here's Love. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now back. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride is 4 through the air this season. On his Chad Ryland for the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. Lead now up to a field goal. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Stays upright. Passing quick here with the pass rush. Fast enough to match it. On and inside to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. That brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standards they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. Nice cut back to the right sideline. Oh, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. 1st down coming up. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. So 1st down from the 41. Looking to throw. Gone. Going deep here for the end zone. All the way to the end zone, and this is caught. Touchdown, Lions. Jamison Williams is 4 through the air this season. Bates' extra point is up and good. They jump ahead by 4.
14, Cardinals 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. To throw, it's back. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Bruce, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And that's going to make it 1st down Cardinals.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. The give to Gibbs to start the 3rd. He was brought down here, but they will take it 18 yards and a 1st.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Detroit.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Lions have a first down.
We just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Well, you've taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
A second down throw from Gall. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First down.
He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled on the play by Walter Nolan. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Off to pass now on second down. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. That was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's fourth down. Well, running was a long shot, right? We all knew that. And even with that small pickup, still a few yards away from moving those chains.
And I don't mind the run call. I really don't. Those can be very effective in those situations. But that defense, they were up for it, and they hit it before it got started.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Off to the air now. It's on target to Williams. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a first and goal. Gone. Center of the end zone finds his man. Touchdown, Detroit. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically. You know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. This is Love. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's Beck. Wilson on the slant. And they've got first down, giving a gain of 13 on that previous play.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
From the gun, here's a give to Love. Still going past the 40. There he goes on the right side. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Kate, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level. This rookie is putting on a show.
The 2-point conversion.
Here's Beck. He's almost there, but no, they stopped him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion.
Cardinals 16.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return coming from the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another one for Gibbs. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now gone. Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. It is 1st down Detroit. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Goff setting the throw. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a 1st down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play. So we're through 3 here. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cardinals' 30-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
2 yards.
That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And this won't even get back to the line, Brock. Hit erased any chance of that one. It's incomplete. 4th down. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Obviously, Kate, that miss would have made it a touchdown game. Think of it this way. It's still a touchdown game. But instead of it forcing overtime, now it's going to give him a loss.
On the give. Here's Love. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that is good for Cardinals' 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. Defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup. Maybe got 4 yards there. And that's going to give Arizona the first.
And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We'll go play action with back. And he's able to get this down at the 36.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. The snap to back. Going all the way to the end zone here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Different fonts and methodologies here. You can take it slow and methodical, taking completions. Or in that case, you could tee it high and try to let it fly.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, Love gets it. And they're not going to get it. Stop short of the line to gain. This is going to be 4th down now. All right, Brock, so they didn't get the first, but now this is very tempting. You just got a chunk. All you need now is a single yard.
And you know what those new age analytics would tell you.
Go for it.
You got to go.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And this drive is going to continue. 14 yards on 4th down. They're staying out there. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down.
Back to the air. Escapes the pocket. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jeremiah Love, his 6th of the year, 2nd in this game. Now a big play for the Cardinals as they go for 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Flying forward on the ground. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy in that 2-point conversion.
21.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They give to Pacheco to start this drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Right back to Pacheco. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down line.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Gall. That one complete to St. Brown. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. that's going to set them up with a 1st down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Lions trail by just 1. Multiple ways to attack. Here's 2nd and long. Goff back to throw. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner. So that brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion right there, Kate, it does stop the clock, and it gives you a chance. A chance to get in that huddle, regroup, and make sure you just fire your best shots here down the stretch.
Need something big. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation. They're officially left now clinging to one final lifeline. And for me, you know the situation. Players, not plays. Get your best player the ball on the most critical down of the game.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They're going to pass it here. And that hit breaks up the catch, takes us to 3rd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Love now up the middle. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to make it 1st down Cardinals. Looking fast as that clock ticks down. Straight ahead this time with Love. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that is good for Cardinals first down. That almost felt like an instant replay of his previous run, Brock. Another great opening created up front. And he said thank you very much.
And this offense totally in the driver's seat. You want to try to run it back a third time? Also maybe a time to throw it right over their heads with a little play-action pass.
So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come